first question then is, are you building a lifestyle business or a global empire? So a lifestyle business is one that's going to, if you're a clever, intuitive, innovative person, you can make a lot of money just paying your own salary. You can earn 40, 50, 60, 100,000 pounds a year just by selling out your knowledge. You could be a consultant, you can go in and do project work, you can do all those kind of things. And for a lot of companies that I've seen over the last 10, 15 years, that's where they stop. They're individuals that are very good and they have their own business which they run for themselves. But it's a fundamentally, dramatically different approach. You're going to move from being founders in a small team that all get it over to being a team. So rather than just selling yourself as an individual, you're actually building something that could be scalable and something that will actually grow and can sell beyond yourself.
This is an early Amazon example from 2009. Their original checkout form was just 2 fields, email, password, 2 buttons, a register and a login, and 1 link for if you forgot your password. The original flow was you would build your cart, then you would see this form, then you would go to payment, then you would go to checkout. It sounds really easy, right? It sounds very intuitive, but back in 2009, Amazon was seeing a huge drop-off rate. Once people built these carts, they got to this form, and then nothing happened. So their solution was to change register to continue with a little note that said, you don't need to create an account now. If you want to, you can do it later. But you can skip the form with just simply clicking continue and check out. And the impact of this was immediate. Immediately, they saw a 45% increase in customers actually purchasing, whereas before they saw huge drop-off rates at the form. They saw 15 million extra revenue just in the first month, and in the first year of making this super simple change, they saw 300 million in revenue. And this is in 2009. Imagine if Amazon had not taken the time to do this research and to get these insights. They may not be the company that they are now, which is globally doing revenue in the billions.
We have a broadcast tool, so TV stations can use Waze to present their traffic information in the mornings. This was us launching in Argentina. And we went from number 50 in the App Store to number 1. This distribution mechanism didn't take a lot of work. It was taking our product, making sure it was optimized for an iPad, and that the advertisers had some very, very basic add-ons so that they could use this for TV. So now we're in 250 TV and radio stations around the world. And that's every morning or most mornings, we're getting this free publicity because we're able to provide a tool that we already had and find a way to use it every day.
The scale-up stage. This is the moment where actually everything can happen for you as a startup. And you better be prepared in terms of resources to actually capture that growth and be successful. And in this stage, what you have to think is about think 10x, right? It's a concept that we really like at Google. We always try to improve things by 10 times. So first step is actually understanding what kind of potential there is for export. And we have tools internally, which are like global market evaluator and consumer barometer that allows us to really size the market and understand where are the opportunities. We collect tons of insight from pure macroeconomic criteria to really more online kind of criteria. And then you prepare your market entry. We know that payments is a very important challenge when you go abroad. Localization, how do you translate your campaigns, your assets, and how do you have a relevant, consistent customer journey across different countries?
I still want to do things that can help us grow the product and really create very useful products for customers, but I have goals to stay profitable now. I don't want to raise another round of funding. I want to try and focus on very sustainable, very organic growth. The reason for that for me is that we've done a lot of culture experiments. I'm keen to focus on profitability so that we have some of that stability and flexibility to say, because we have this much cash in the bank and we're profitable, we can try something. It's not like we're so focused on this growth rate that if it drops a little bit, then we have to focus everything to get that growth rate back up, because we have to keep the growth rate high to be able to get the next round of funding. Otherwise, we'll get bad terms on the next investment.
I think a lot of entrepreneurs, they also struggle with building an amazing product versus really making revenue from day one. What were those trade-offs, and how you managed to sustain that?
So personally, I don't think these are trade-offs. I think the most interesting companies are companies where the business model is actually built into the product. And so I don't think it's a this or this. And when we got started, a lot of our employees were veteran mobile operators, again, mobile at the time. And they'd all been burnt pretty badly with this idea of monetizing mobile. The common wisdom in 2009 was, you can't make money on mobile applications. And if at the time our model was, others charge money, we'll give it away for free, Google came out and suddenly another company is giving it away for free. So we had to focus on the differentiators. And that's where we doubled down on the social aspects of the application, on the traffic, on the real-time reporting, and all the things that make Waze unique.
Sticky is one of the best engines of growth to tackle because it's the quickest one to get results from. Sticky is sort of the model that most software as a service things use to grow. The basic idea behind Sticky is once a customer shows up, they never leave. Evernote, for those who don't use it, is basically a notebook, but you can put photos, notes, it syncs on your phone, on your computer. All your data, all your notes, your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations are in one place. And if you stop using it, you'll lose it. So that's why you keep paying them the $10, $8 a month, whatever plan you're on, to keep your data synced and secure. It's a beautiful product.